Hi there, and thanks for joining me for today's Pilates session. Our focus for today will be on the top of our back. So if you've been sat at the desk, been in the garden, or been very, very busy working through the arms and shoulders, we're going to help with our posture to go from the kind of round-shouldered position that we can often find ourselves in, going from here to a little bit more stronger, taking the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and just standing with a stronger posture. So it helps to strengthen our back and helps to reduce any tension that we build up in the shoulders. Really good exercises for people, like I say, who do a lot of gardening, who are sat at a desk for a lot of the time, spend a lot of time on the phone, in the car, or generally in a position where you find yourself quite round-shouldered. Very good for musicians as well, who hold instruments in a certain position, which causes their back to almost slump a little bit. So we're going to be working through this area to start with and focus on just helping release any tension that we're carrying around through the top of the chest. So we're going to start from standing position, and we're going to begin with legs hip width apart, arms by the side, and just start by opening up, and everything's going to be a little tight to begin with, so we just need to ease ourselves open, just get all the joints and muscles prepared and ready. So as you stand with your legs hip width apart, arms by the side, let's start by just rolling the shoulders back, letting them drop, and just clearing the head. And as you're standing, you want to keep a soft bend in those knees. And that just helps to relax the body as well. Fingertips nice and loose so that the hands aren't too stiff and too tight. And then I want you to take the shoulders and roll them forward. And then we're going to bring those arms down by the side. Now from there, I want you to bring the head down into the left shoulder. And you're not going to force the head down, just going to let it drop to the side, and just take your left hand from here and just slide the hand down the leg until you get to the knee. And as you just reach towards that knee there, you're going to just open up through the lower back, through the hip. And then we just slide your way back up the leg and then straighten yourselves up. Bring the head to the right shoulder, and we just slide the other way down. And then we return. So when we return, we're going to straighten up. We're going to take the arms across the body, holding tight, and then just bring the head over to the left shoulder. And then turning slowly from the hips, you're going to start to rotate, and you're not going to force your way around. Just rotate as far as the hips feel comfortable in turning. And then just try to look behind you. And then we're going to come back round. So when we face forward, we're going to turn the head over to the right shoulder. Do the same on the other side. Slowly turn, rotate from the hips, rotate from the spine. And look behind. And then when we come back, we're ready to face forward from there. And then just start by opening up through that tight chest area by taking the hands behind the head. Interlace your fingers as you do that and bring the elbows in. Going to exhale, just open the elbows, open the shoulder, just come back as far as it's comfortable for your shoulders to drop behind. Just making sure that when those elbows go wide, you're looking forward, the lower back isn't arching forward, you've got that core engaged, you've got the belly button drawn into the spine there, so we're going to stay nice and strong through the back. And just making sure that we're not going to bring the pelvis out of alignment. And then we're going to take the elbows back in. So we're going to inhale once again. As you breathe, I want you to exhale. Keep that core engaged there so the back stays nice and strong. So when you're opening up those shoulders, you're bringing the shoulders back. And you want to bring them to a position where they're almost in line with your ears, into a natural and neutral position where we should be. And then we'll go one last time. Going to exhale and open. And then as you face forward, we're going to drop the arms from there, drop the head. You want to sink the chin all the way down into the chest. Keep a soft bend in the knees. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to roll down towards the mats. And then once you reach the mat, we're going to place our hands down onto the floor. And we're going to come down into a box. So when you're down into box, you're onto the hands and knees. We're going to take our arms about shoulder width apart, the hands just underneath the shoulders there. Your legs will be hip width apart. We're going to start with our left arm. So you're going to bring that left hand to the temple. And you're going to tuck the elbow down, facing towards the floor. And then you're going to open up the shoulder, bring the elbow out and follow the elbow as you take it up and away. Take a pause and then return. Now we're going to do 3 on this left side. Going to open up through the chest. And then we're going to come back down. We're not going to force the arm up. Just take it to a level that's comfortable for your shoulder. And try and keep those fingertips connected with the temple. No pressure, no force, just simply there to help support and help to open up through the shoulder. Now, when we've done 3 there on the left, before we change to this right side, we're just going to drop to a child's pose. It's going to take a little bit of strain out of those arms. And I'm going to sink down. And then we're going to return into that box. So from box, again, straight back, look down, just make sure that the head doesn't drop forward. And from position, again, got arms shoulder width, legs hip width, the hands underneath the shoulders. We're now working with the right hand. Let's bring the fingers to the temple. Let's start by bringing the elbow in, elbow facing the floor. And then from the right side, let's exhale and come up. And reach out. And return and come back in. And for a second time, exhale. And return for a third time. Nice and slow as well. We're not going to rush these moves. Move in a nice controlled pace. Take a brief pause once you've reached your position to open. And then after your 3, we can relax those arms once again. Drop back into that child's pose. And then we're going to open up a little bit further now. So let's return to that left side. So return to that box position. Back to where we started. And then we now take the left arm nice and straight, soft bend in the elbow. This time the arm will go all the way up and follow the hand. Reach as far as you can. And then you're going to thread the needle, bring the arm through. As you stretch the arm out, you're going to drop the shoulder down to the floor. Stretch the arm away, palm facing up. Bring the right arm over your head and stretch the arm away. And then just bring the right arm back in. Return, bring the left arm back. And then we're going to switch. Let's go to the right side now. Right arm up. Reach. Exhale. Thread. And then drop the shoulder. And then we're ready to bring the left arm up and away. And then bring the left arm in. Let's return. Back into box. We're going to go once more each side. So let's go back to that left arm. Second time around, you might find yourself with a little bit more mobility, a bit more of a range of motion. And then to that right side. Open up, open wide, thread the arm through, extend the arm away, bring the left arm over, and stretch through the back, stretch through the shoulder. And then we should return. Bring the left arm in. And then once you make your way back into that starting position, back into that box, let's just start roll into a cat, extend into a cow. Just relax the back from there. And then we're going to change position. So we're going to lay ourselves down on our side. We're going to start by laying on our left. Use a cushion if it's more comfortable to rest your head. Or you can place your head into your left hand. And then legs together, knees together, feet together. So from here, like I say, a cushion is more comfortable. Or you can just drop the head into the shoulder, but it's good to have something to lean against. You're going to extend your arms out in front. And as you extend your arms in front, we want to keep the legs exactly where they are. So your feet and knees must always stay together. You've got the hip bone there, kind of facing towards the ceiling. And as we are laying on our left, we're going to take the right arm. Now, two options from here. Option one is the slightly more comfortable option for your shoulder. If you have any shoulder issues, then you're going to stick with option one. And you're just going to slowly follow that arm out and away. Now, just turn the head so you're watching that arm. And you just go as far as you can, without moving anything below hip level. Keep the knees together, keep the feet together. It's just working through this top half of the body. As soon as we move any lower part of the body, then that's going to remove the stretching effect from the top. So when you've gone as far as you can, we follow the arm back up. And then you go 2 more times. Now with option 2, just needs a little bit more movement. With option 2, you raise that arm to about shoulder level. You bring this arm up towards your head. And then you circle the arm out. And you just follow the arm away. So you're just going to move the head back. You're just going to move the shoulders back. Legs stay completely still, and all we do is we circle the arm around. So you've got option 1, if you wish to stick to that. Option 1 more suitable if you have any shoulder problems. It's still effective. You're still going to get a lot out of it. Or you've got option 2. And we just get a bigger range of motion with option 2. But not suitable if you have rotator cuff problems, any kind of shoulder problem. Stick with option 1. So we're going to go for that third one. So again, either with option 1, option 2. We go for a third time. And again, really important that we turn the head. We're watching that arm come out. We're dropping the back down. We're dropping the shoulder towards the floor. We're keeping our legs completely still. Now, when we've done that side, we need to then turn over and move over onto our right, where we then again position our legs stacked, arms in front, head rested And take the left arm. So once again, 3 times on the left side, taking option 1 or taking option 2. Stretching the arm, but making sure the legs are completely still. Knees together, feet together, legs stay on the floor. So we're going to go a second time with either of those 2 options. And we've always got to keep that eye contact with that hand, so the head is moving with the spine. And then once we've done those 3, we can then turn over onto our back. So once you're on your back, again, feel free, keep the cushion underneath your head if it's more comfortable. From there, we're going to bring our arms and we're going to bring them at about a 90-degree angle there. So you're going to have the elbows just slightly off the floor. You've got the palms facing forward. We've got our legs in a semi-supine position, keeping them hip width apart. Now from here, we're just going to take the arms and we are going to rotate the shoulders. As you rotate the shoulders forward, the palms will face towards the floor. And then we're ready to rotate backwards. So the hands go back to where we started, and then we rotate a little further, palms face up. And we continue from there. So we're getting a lot of work through the shoulder, through the rotator cuff, which is a small muscle that helps support the muscle or support the shoulder. So small movements. And these rotational twisting movements can feel very awkward. So we're just going to go one last time. And then come back to where we started. And then we should relax. Just give the arms a rest, take them down. And then we're going to take our arms and we're going to extend them up to the ceiling when we're ready. We're going to start by keeping them long, and then we're going to bend the elbows. Elbows will face forward, hands just in front of your eye line. And then we're going to open up. Breathe out. Bring the elbows, bring the shoulders towards the floor. And then slowly back up. And back down. And we're going to do this 5 times. So we're just going to do another 2. And ready to go one last time. And then once again, arms will probably be getting tired, so we're going to just let them drop down by the side. And then we're going to get ready to change again. So from the mat, let's take our right arm and just bring the right arm up and extend. Now with your right arm extended, you're going to bring your left arm down on the floor and in front. You're then going to exhale, bring that right arm behind the head. Just slowly bring that arm back as far as you wish. Now, when you're ready to raise the right arm up, a little bit of coordination here. As soon as the right arm starts to come up, we're then ready to bring the left arm up. So the left arm will come behind us, and the right arm will come forward. And then you bring the left arm all the way back. And then you pause. And you breathe out. And as you're switching arms, they almost meet in the middle as they start to cross over. One arm down by the side and the other arm extended, nice and long behind you. Returning, crossing at the top, breathing out as you switch. And then we're just going to do once more each way. And then we are ready to return. We're then ready to relax the arms, relax the shoulders, just drop them down to the floor. And then just giving the arms a little bit of a rest from here. I want you to bring the arms out wide on the floor. Just pin them down with your palms up. And just bring your legs together in a semi-supine position. And then drop your hips down to the right. And then just roll your head over to the left. And then as you breathe in and come up, we're now ready to drop the other way. And we'll go again. So we'll do 3 times in total. Dropping the right and dropping to the left will count as 1. And then when we come up, we're going to bring the legs a little wider, about hip width from there. And then just straighten the right leg on the floor and bring your left leg to tabletop. Let's cross that left leg over. Nice and slowly, as that left arm starts to lift. We're going to keep the arm down, so let's hold that position. Place your right hand there just on that left knee. Just going to hold that leg in place. So as you hold that leg, you've got a stretch going all the way through the glute, through the back. Really important to allow that stretch to increase, that we keep the left shoulder and the left arm on the floor. Now from there, we're just going to hold another 10 seconds and then we're going to change. So as you hold, again, just breathe deeply, breathe slowly. And then as you slowly bring the left leg back up, we are going to bring the left leg into the chest, where we are going to hold from there. And then we're going to change legs. That right leg will go to tabletop. You've got those arms nice and wide. And then as you bring the right leg over, again, you know when it's getting tight because the back and the arm will start to lift. But we're going to hold there. Bring that left hand on the right knee just to stabilize the area. Try not to push the knee down too far. You want to push a little bit closer towards the floor. You can do just to increase that stretch, but it becomes painful. Simply just use the hand to support the leg and hold the leg. It's going to hold a little longer. And then release. And we're just going to go once more each way. So let's return. Right leg down, left leg tabletop. Exhale and slowly. We always do it slowly. So we can just feel the move. We can feel the areas stretching. And then when in position, use that right hand, support that left leg. And hold it. And then as we release, let's go for that last time. So let's bring that right leg up. Let's inhale as we start and always breathing out on the effort. Take the leg over slowly and hold left hand on that knee. That right arm stretched away. And of course, always important, shoulder down, back down as we go all the way down that right side. And from there, we return. So from there, you can just make your way to a seated position. You might feel a little bit lightheaded. So come up slowly. And then once you're in a seated position, you can just roll the shoulders back, relax, and just give yourselves a little shake, just releasing that tension. And hopefully the upper back is feeling a lot lighter, a lot more mobile, and your posture feels a little stronger. Thanks for joining me for today's Pilates session. I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay in good health, and have a great week.